Hey everybody, what's going on? This is Brian with Games Under Pressure, bringing you a very unfortunate look at Umbrella Corps, the newly released. It's a Resident Evil game, but it's not because Resident Evil doesn't actually appear anywhere in the title. This is set in the Resident Evil world. Playing this game on PC, and boy, oh boy, do we have some issues here. So, one of the largest issues with the game currently, with the current build, is that controller support is completely broken in menus. And I don't mean it just doesn't work. I mean, it actively screws you up. So if you go into any menu, it's as if you're holding down constantly left on the analog stick. So you'll see if you want to do something like change the resolution or change graphic settings, you can't do it with controller because watch what happens here. You click on PC and it just starts going wonky. I tried it with a whole host of different controllers. It's not my controller. Other people are having this problem, but it's a nightmare. Now, why am I not using a keyboard and mouse? Well, that is sort of screwed up too. The mouse, for whatever reason, feels like you're just dragging it through a bucket of jelly. It feels very laggy, very slow, unresponsive, so controller is the way to go, but even that is broken. Now, here is another huge problem with the game. Nobody is playing it. And I know that's not the game's fault. It's nothing the game did wrong, but nobody is playing this. This portion of the video, I sped up to 3,000% speed here. So in reality, I sat through this for about 16 minutes. Nobody's playing this. And you can see it's the same people over and over and over and over. It's the same 5-6 people. I've only experienced 2 multiplayer matches, and that was after waiting far too long. Both of those matches were also very laggy. There were some connection issues, and even when it was working, it just wasn't fun. So unfortunately, I can't show you any of that because I can't get into a game. So we're going to check out the single player here, and it's very limited. This is not like a full-featured campaign or anything. It's basically just a few bite-sized missions. And here, this is really starting to show off some of the game's other issues. So number one, you can adjust the field of view. So you can see that your player character there takes up a third of the screen. And it basically obfuscates a lot of environmental detail. And I don't know if they did that to try to give you like a claustrophobic sort of view of things, but it's just obnoxious. It doesn't do anything. It's just super obnoxious. Now, in terms of the second-to-second feel of the game, it feels slow, and it feels a little bit sloppy. I don't know. It's hard to explain just how it feels, but it's not crisp. Moving takes a little bit too long, and aiming isn't quite as smooth as one would expect. It's just unremarkable. It's not bad, it's just unremarkable. There's nothing special about it. It feels sort of like every other tactical shooter out there. There's really no personality here. I mean, it has the Resident Evil stuff, which you think would be pretty cool, but it doesn't add much. It really doesn't add much to the game. Now, just in terms of other stuff here, well, there's not a lot of it. There are only a handful of maps. I think I've counted 4 or 5 that I've seen. I'm sure there are a few more than that, but the maps are very tiny. It's 3v3, but the maps are very small. So you start running into people within seconds of spawning or seconds of the match starting, and that doesn't really feel good because it doesn't feel like there's a lot of tactical options there. It's just sort of boring. You also have very limited character creation options, so you'll get a few items to change your helmet and change, add little icons or something like that, but it's nothing substantial. Again, just it's a very unremarkable game. If hopefully if other people start getting online, I can show you a few multiplayer matches, but I can't do it. I let the game sit for a very long time, and nobody's playing this game. So, and here is that infamous menu problem. So I beat the first mission here. I can't even select the next one. I mean, think about that. I can't even select the next mission because the menus are so broken. I would definitely stay away. I would definitely stay away. Very unfortunate. I'm going to give the game a chance. It is day 1, so I hope they can patch some of these issues. But right now, don't get this game. don't buy this game. It's not worth it right now. Give them some time. Let them fix it. Wait for the player counts to hopefully rise, although I'm playing this prime time the day it came out, so I'm not super hopeful about that. But yeah, if you guys like this video, please let me know. Leave a like. Please subscribe. That would help me. And if you're enjoying this game, if you're not, let me know what the problem is in the comments below. All right, thanks a lot, guys. I'll catch you next time.